And if we're starting at the top, we'll talk about the leader. Dak Prescott, not good enough. Not good enough at all. You get in these big games, and all of a sudden you get small. You make the most money. You get all the credit and the praise and the accolades when you win. You gotta bear the brunt of this one on yourself. And I don't know what they should do with you. You know, common sense says they have to keep you. You're owed $60 million next year. It's a big cap hit. It's a big cap hit. That's like 20-something% of the cap that you'll eat up just by yourself. So extending you is the smart move. And for all of you who are saying, you know, move on from Dak, cool. That's you're in one of those 5 stages of grief. You can have that thought process. But just know, you better have an answer. Because I know that some of you may say, hey, you know, but I don't want to get to the playoffs every single year and lose. That's our outcome. Cool. You won't get to the playoffs without him. Look across the league. There like, you're not walking into the Walmart and finding a franchise quarterback. The part about getting to the playoffs means anything can happen. We didn't think Joe Love was going to do what he was going to do. He did it. Had they not gotten to the playoffs, he doesn't have a chance. You don't know what the outcome is. Only one team is going to win it. 31 will fail. Every year, 31 will fail. So whether that fails in the first round or in the last game, 31 other teams will fail. Every single year. Book it. But not all 31 of 32 teams get to go to the playoffs. You only get a chance to fail in the playoffs by actually making the playoffs. So those of you who don't want to make it to the playoffs because you're saying it ends the same way, well then, I don't know what to tell you. I'll take my chances every single year. One of these years, it has to happen, right? One of them, I don't know which one. But I know for sure it ain't happening if they're not making the playoffs. And there are a bunch of teams who know by the time December starts, we packed up. We ain't even thinking about the playoffs. We ain't even they don't even make February plans. January playoff plans because they already know. Think about it. The Giants knew 2 months ago they wasn't going to the playoffs. Be that fan base. Be the Commanders fan base that you know for you ain't even got a shot. You want to be the Carolina fan base? You want to be that fan base? Who you know don't have a shot in hell? Do you want to be the Jets fan base? And the list goes on. You want to be the Bears? Again, my apologies to those franchises, but you are who you are. But Dak, you got to be better. You got to be better. And this is what the part when I said, listen to Cam Newton. I get it. Sometimes the message is a little bit fuzzy when it comes from a certain messenger. You look at Cam Newton, you think maybe he's bitter, he's a hater. He has his locks are all crazy. They look like they stink. He wears the hats and he wears the ascot and he's on the cigar and his clothes are funny and they're whatever. He texts in those weird encrypted words. But there are managers and there are game changers. Now, I've never looked at the game manager as a bad term. Most teams have game managers. There's only a few game changers. Aaron, when he's healthy. Patrick. Believe it or not, Josh Allen. Lamar Jackson. Those are game changers. They are special enough to do things that make the professionals wild. And in those moments of despair, when your offense is going down, when your team is not on track, that's when you look to your guy, your quarterback, and you go, give us something. Don't give me a speech. Don't give me a clever phrase. See, that's what Jalen Hurts was doing in Philadelphia. He was giving you clever phrases, and he was like, make the main thing the main thing, and you know, is a pig coochie pork and stuff like that. He was saying weird stuff like that, and they're like, hey, bro, hey, don't. The ship is sinking. I don't need a quote. The ship is sinking. I don't need a quote. I need a buoy. I need a life preserver. I need a life jacket. Captain, and you can't save me with a quote. You can't save me with standing at the podium and telling me, you know, this and that and the third, and the standard here is winning championships. No, it's not. No, it is not. It ain't been the standard in Dallas Cowboy Nation in 28 years. It's not the standard. The standard is what you've been delivering for the last 8 years. It's out early in the playoffs. Those standards that you speak of, that's not the standard. That hasn't been a standard for a long time. A long time. I am good friends with two people who played in those standard championship eras. And they say y'all don't look like them. It don't feel like them. The air isn't the same like them. The cloth in which y'all cut from ain't like theirs. So your standard can't be their standard. Can't be. That cannot be the current standard. You are the living embodiment of what the standard is today. And it's a lot of talk. And it's looking good. And it's saying the right things. And it's giving the folks hope. But it's crap. It's pure sh. Caca. Boo-boo. That's the standard. That is the Dallas Cowboy standard. It's Hollywood. It's acting. And every single year, you guys will win. What is the EGOT? You get, like, y'all all actors. You get the Emmy, you get the Grammy, you get the Oscar, and the Tony. Because there's performances all around. There is no championship standard. It's Tinseltown standard. It is a show for all to observe. So don't tell me that it's the standard that you guys want to live up to. No, you don't. You don't. Your standard is not those standards. I know those guys. It don't look the same. Y'all standard stinks. It's a bunch of guys who talk like the standard is championship level. There's no camaraderie. You can see it. And maybe these are just the days and the time of where we at today. But this falls on you, Dak. You gotta be better. Don't stand at the podium and say all the right things in your nice suits and all that kind of stuff. Great. Fantastic. It ain't the standard. Not even close. Not even close.